Alright, so what's up everybody, it's Movies 12 back at you guys with a brand new video. And today it's a little bit of a different video. As you guys can tell, I'm doing this off my phone, so the video quality may or may not be as up to par as it usually is on my channel. But nonetheless, I had to make a video on this topic. Everyone else has basically, on how we moved up to the number 2 overall pick. Now, when I first saw this, I hated the move, just like everybody else. Mostly everybody in the Philadelphia Eagles fan base hates this move. They feel like we gave up way too much to Cleveland for a potential quarterback who hasn't even really played against good competition. He's a Division I AA in Carson Wentz. And if the Rams get him, we have Jared Goff, who a lot of people say doesn't have the physical attributes. His hands are too small. All kinds of stuff they're saying about Jared Goff as well. But after you start looking into it, some of the throws, especially Carson Wentz, because I really feel like the Rams is going to take Jared Goff, especially him being a Cal kid. He's literally like right down the street from Los Angeles, so it'll be a really easy transition for him and for them. Carson Wentz, anyone who doubts that this guy is a good football player needs to go watch his pro day. Go onto YouTube, type in Carson Wentz pro day, and you'll see exactly the kind of throws that this guy makes. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean he's a franchise quarterback, but with the throws he's making, he definitely has the tools to be that franchise quarterback. And the way the Eagles have been so far, ever since Donovan McNabb left, we've been searching for that franchise quarterback. And when we went from McNabb to Kolb to Vick to Foles to Bradford / Sanchez. So it's really been just a sort of a turnstile here for quarterbacks, and we really need to get that stability back. So Carson Wentz, North Dakota State University, he's a Division I AA football player. Like I said, hasn't necessarily played against the best competition, but a lot of Division I AA quarterbacks have made it into the league and have been pretty productive. I would say Ben Roethlisberger is pretty productive, Division I AA quarterback. Came out of the University of Miami in Ohio, not the University of Miami in Florida. And he is going on to have a Hall of Fame career. So there's that. There's also Joe Flacco. He's Division I AA. And Tony Romo. I mean, he's in the division. We don't like the Cowboys, but you got to admit, Tony Romo has made a pretty nice career for himself coming from a Division I AA school. What I really feel like is best for these types of quarterbacks who come in not having played the best competition is to sort of sit them for a year or two and have them watch. And that's exactly what the Eagles are in prime position to do. With them having Sam Bradford and Chase Daniel both on the roster, you can have a guy like Carson Wentz who's somewhat raw and doesn't necessarily know the ins and outs of the NFL or anything like that. You can have him sit for a couple of years and learn the speed of the game, the different technicalities of the game, all kinds of stuff. So I think we're in a really good position. With 3, well, it's about to be 3 when we draft Carson Wentz, because I mean, if they draft anyone else, they're a bunch of idiots. So yeah, I think we're going to be in a good position with 3 good quarterbacks on the roster. And it's been reported that Sam Bradford had sort of lit a fire under him. So if Bradford comes out firing, if Bradford comes out having a great season, that's an even better position for us, where we have Sam Bradford playing really well, sort of competing for that starting job, and then we have a young up-and-comer in Carson Wentz, and then we have a pretty good backup in Chase Daniel. So let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. Like I said, I like the move. However, my initial reaction was I didn't like the move, but once you start seeing the throws that this guy can make, it really changes your sort of mentality on this trade. We did send a first-round pick. Yeah, we swapped first-round picks. A third-round pick from this year's draft. We had 2, so we sent them one of them. So we're still going to be able to pick in the 3rd round. Hopefully we'll be able to draft a running back in that round. And I think a 4th-round pick this year. And that's all we have for this year. And then next year we have a 1st-round pick and a 2nd-round pick in 2018. It is a somewhat long-winded trade, but if you can get a franchise quarterback out of this, I don't think you could put a worth on that. A franchise quarterback. Um, Really, in this league, franchise quarterbacks are going to win you championships. Now, I know we've seen it these past couple of years with defenses winning championships in Seattle and Denver and Baltimore a couple of years ago. But to be honest, if you don't have that franchise quarterback, you're not going to be able to get over that hump. And with our defense, hopefully with Jim Schwartz, it's supposed to be really well. It's supposed to be really good. Corners are up and coming. We have Eric Rowe and Nolan Carroll probably going to be starting on the outside. Leotis McKelvin coming in as a rotational player. Rodney McLeod in at safety along with Malcolm Jenkins. Nigel Bradham in at linebacker along with Jordan Hicks and Michael Kendricks. Defensive line, we got Fletcher Cox, Vinny Curry, Brandon Graham, Connor Barwin. I mean, our defense is looking scary. Offensive line, we addressed one of the guard positions with Brandon Brooks. We got a couple of good receivers in Chris Givens or Ruben Randall. We got rid of people that didn't want to be here in DeMarco Murray and Byron Maxwell and Kiko Alonso. So, I mean, Howie's done a pretty good job so far this offseason. Just has to capitalize with the draft. It's a pretty easy decision. Carson Wentz. Like I said, in the third round, hopefully we pick up a running back because I don't think Ryan Matthews is going to be able to last all 16 games. I like the idea of a sort of a trio of running backs with Matthews, a rookie, and Sproles. And yeah, so let me know down below in the comments what you guys think of this trade. Do you like it? Do you hate it? Let me know. And don't forget to like the video. Check out my Facebook page for copyrighted videos or my other highlight videos. Movie 12. I'm out. Peace.